to impress. Fuck you, crappy asshole. On the 14th floor where the bathroom door don't lock. So happy we don't gotta worry about the cops. We could all get arrested for this, but when the body's mixed, I don't give a shit tonight. Alright. Now she walks in the bedroom fast, despite all the noise from the crowd. Now she's bedless on the bathroom sink. Her mother would be so proud. Gets on the deed and there's a line to go pee, but the bathroom looks like a war zone.
Welcome in to episode 111 of Phired Up. Check us out at firedupsports.com. I'm Mike Gilletta. Joining me as always, Dom Console and Chris Lucia. What's going on, fellas?
Yo.
What's up, guys?
Not much. You guys have any fun happen over the week? Anything out there? Anything you guys want to talk about off the top here before we get into our sports? You weren't prepared for that question, I don't think.
No, I wasn't. We certainly were not.
I was actually thinking, like, there's a couple things that were going in my head to talk about, but
Okay.
underrated sports players. I know I sent in the group chat what Chat GPT said.
Okay.
We didn't talk about that. What are your 5 underrated sports
Ooh, I'd have to think.
in Philadelphia? Let's just narrow it down to Philadelphia.
Wait. What's the question? Underrated what?
Underrated sports athlete.
In Philadelphia. Of all
In
time
Philadelphia.
or like currently?
Of all-
That's
I would say in our lifetime, because we could all say like probably like Larry Boa or Manny Trio or
Right.
like
Players
we
we've
didn't
never seen play.
Yeah, we actually
Yeah.
didn't play.
I think Jason Worth is on that list.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Okay.
benefited a lot from that lineup, but he also did a lot. Simone Gagne comes to mind.
It's funny. I was one player that I would say is, and we're going to talk about him later. Danny Briere, I think, was very overrated as a player.
Oh, overrated. I thought we were talking
I'm
underrated.
sorry. Oh, underrated. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, underrated. Okay, and then never mind. I wouldn't put Danny B on there. Underrated. You think
He
Jason Worth
was a little. He
underrated?
was
You
a
think
little
Jason Worth-
overrated. Other than the playoffs.
Oh, right, yeah, sure. You think Jason Worth is underrated?
A little
I
bit.
do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Huh.
You know who
I think he played a really big part on that team. He benefited a lot from hitting behind those guys, but I do think he was a lot better than what people remember.
You know, I think is underrated, and it's probably not even fair because I do think he's the greatest quarterback in franchise history. But people shit on him all the time. Donovan McNabb, I think, is
absolutely.
I think he's still underrated.
And I'm actually going to say. I'm going to say Brian Westbrook is also underrated when it comes to, like, the national attention. Philadelphia,
National attention, I agree.
Philadelphia loved him, but he was so good. He was way ahead of his time.
I'm trying to think of.
Well,
basketball players,
yeah,
too.
but that's the thing. They've had like Allen Iverson and like a bunch of nobodies over the last handful of years, like before Embiid. So like, is there really like do you go Aaron McKee? Was Aaron McKee underrated?
Yeah, I think he was what he was.
Yeah.
Evan-
Eric Snow.
I think Lou
Evan
Williams
Turner.
got better. Like when he was here, I think he was perfectly rated, and as he's gotten more time other places, maybe you could say he's a little underrated.
Like Kyle Korver was probably fairly rated. Like I don't think he was underrated, right?
Maybe not here. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like another one. I think when he left, he got a lot better. He's like up there in like an all-time 3-pointers. Like
Oh,
he's,
totally.
underrated.
Thad Young.
Again, when he got better as he left. I probably can't think of any Sixers like off the unless I'm just missing somebody.
Aaron Rowand, maybe.
He wasn't here that long though.
No, he wasn't. No.
He's only here for like 2 years.
Yeah, it's
But
a
he-
list I would have to think about hard. Like,
Yeah, he definitely was better than like what probably people remember. Even offensively, like defensively, he was really really good. But like even offensively, his offensive numbers were better than people probably remember.
Yep. Doug says Lou Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an interesting question. I'm trying to think of them, like a underrated fly. I don't really have an underrated.
I think
fly.
Gagne is underrated.
Do you? People
Yeah.
love Simone Gagne. I think he's perfect. I think he's fine. Like rated.
Okay.
I don't know.
Evan Mathis.
Who?
Evan
Drew?
Mathis.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, yeah.
No, it's fine. Mathis is going. Trying to think of. No, Drew's not underrated. I just had a name I was thinking.
Howard?
of.
Ryan Howard.
No.
I'm just saying
Underrated?
those two.
People love
McNabb, those
Ryan
two-
Howard.
I don't know, dude. There were a lot of people complaining
No.
he was striking out a lot.
Yeah, I'm just
saying,
Ryan
like,
Howard's
Howard's
best
a
3
ruin-
years are like a top 5 to 10 years in the history of the sport.
I'm not saying they're not. I'm just telling you, people really crushed him when he was here. Ryan Howard, Donovan, and Giroux, I think, are 3 guys that people really like underappreciate.
What about a Chooch? Think he's underrated?
Yeah.
I think he's
Perfectly rated. What the fuck happened to Dom?
Those 3 guys are
There he
underappreciated, not underrated.
Okay. I had a hockey
Maybe that's
in
what
mind.
I'm thinking.
I had a hockey in mind and I forget it now. Desjardins might be a little underrated,
Yeah.
but it's an interesting question. Fair enough. Before we get to the topics, gotta tell everybody about our sponsor. Listen, Father's Day is right around the corner. Get your orders in now. I'm talking about our friends at Manscaped. They are saving the day yet again with the total packages for the father figure in your life. It's time to upgrade his game from waist to face with the exclusive offer. Have him join the 8 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped and get 20% off plus free shipping with the code Phired Up at Manscaped.com. Let's start with the Ultimate Father's Day MVP, the Performance Package 4.0. Inside this package, he'll find their signature lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, brand new Weed Whacker 2.0, ear and nose hair trimmer, crop preserver ball deodorant, crop reviver toner, a performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold his goodies. And we can't forget about the moneymaker. Manscaped has absolutely changed the game with their brand new Beard Hedger Pro Kit for fathers around the world. Included is the Beard Hedger trimmer, beard shampoo and conditioner, beard oil, beard balm, and 2 free gifts with their signature beard comb and scissors. We all know Dad love their comfort. If his grooming routine is already down, make sure to hook him up with Manscaped's Boxers 2.0. These are without a doubt the best boxers for men of all ages. Whether he's mowing the lawn, taking out the trash, or golfing in the sun, these moisture-wicking boxers breathe without breaking a sweat. Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code Phired Up at Manscaped.com. It's 20% off with free shipping at Manscaped.com and use code Phired Up. Make this Father's Day one he won't forget with Manscaped. So
I'll give you an all-timer, not in our lifetime.
okay, Gudis is a good one. I like Gudis, but go ahead.
Dick Allen.
Yeah, see, like I don't know. Like, sure, it doesn't do much for me.
Dick
I'm just saying.
Are you like looking up lists right now?
Yeah. Dick Allen and Harold Carmichael. Obviously, like I said, they're not our lifetime, but
And Harold Carmichael's like the greatest receiver in like, the franchise. Like, can he be underrated?
Right? He's a Hall of
Yeah,
Famer.
yeah.
oh well, I'm just saying, like nationally, I'm saying, like I don't think
But is he
people.
I don't think he's underrated. I mean, maybe I could be wrong,
Okay.
but I don't know.
All right.
Sorry,
No, that's
Bob.
fine. I'm just trying to think of guys.
I'd have to think about it and come back.
I just think his numbers are stupid and people like underrate. Like I just think he should have been in the Hall of Fame fucking 20 years ago. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's underrated. I don't know. That's fine.
No, that's fair. Barry Bonds underrated.
Yeah, real
Should've been
underrated.
Hall- should-
So
should've been
underrated. He needed to cheat. He needed to cheat.
He didn't need to cheat. He didn't need to cheat
Well, why did he do it?
because the MLB said, "Here, it's fine. Make our game entertaining." Well, this
So-
is interesting. This is
He
interesting.
didn't need to. He didn't need to put
Abreu.
the needle in his ass.
Bobby Abreu. That's an interesting name.
Okay.
He probably was underrated.
Yeah.
I think that's a good one.
When he played for the Phillies, I think he was an all-star those years.
Yeah, I feel like he got shit on a lot by the Philadelphia fans.
I mean, that's a good one because Abreu is what, a borderline Hall of Famer too.
Yeah, yep. He's probably borderline. It's close. It's real close.
That's actually a
He's-
really good one.
Yeah, Abreu is a really good one. I like that one.
Pedro Feliz.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey Dom, Pedro Feliz.
Ryan Madsen.
Pedro Feliz, after he played for the Phillies, where did he play after? Do either one of you know this?
Kansas City Royals.
Nope.
Seattle
the-
Mariners.
It
Toronto
wasn't,
Blue Jays.
wasn't in the MLB.
Oh, okay.
Like Korea or Japan.
Nope. He played overseas.
Venezuela.
He played for the Camden River Sharks.
Oh,
At one point,
Interesting.
Pedro Feliz was the starting third baseman for the Camden River Sharks.
Dude, the Camden River Sharks games were the shit. All right, you can't convince me otherwise. Cannot convince me otherwise.
I've never been there. Never been to a game.
What?
Really?
Nah.
I do like the ballpark was nice. It was always
is.
fun. It was a fun.
Yeah.
It was a fun place to go.
I've driven by it. I've never actually gone.
Well, it's been a while since you've driven by because it's been knocked down for like a decade.
I'm saying when I was younger, asshole. Jesus Christ.
You say that's long gone now. Now it's like apartments, like luxury apartments.
Nah.
Since we're talking about like the Camden River Sharks, do you guys the Savannah Bananas or
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
how do you feel about those?
I mean, it's not like adjacent to Camden River Shark. It's basically the Harlem Globetrotters of
Yeah.
baseball. Like they're just having fun. They're It's entertainment.
Like,
I'd have to
would
know the rules. Like
What was
they're
that,
kind of
Chris?
funky.
would you take your kids to
Sure, yeah. I don't see why not. Like my kids are probably a little young to understand what's going on, but
Yeah.
sure, I think they could have a good time because they're dancing and whatnot. They're just having fun with it.
You know, I was thinking of them, Dom. They just did a whole guy coming off the bat entrance to why can't I think of it right now? The Office. When
Okay.
they do Forever, the guy came
Yeah,
out doing the dance,
okay.
and then he was like, dancing while he was getting ready to bat.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know the rules of that like all the rules. I know they're like a little funky. But I've made a promise to myself that I'm never taking any of my children whenever I have the first one.
It hasn't even popped the first one out.
Yeah, right.
More.
So like I will never
Breaks.
take any child to a game until they're like old enough to catch their own foul ball, because I'm not leaving games in the third inning. Like it's just not happening. If we're going.
That's why you catch it. That's why you block it. You know.
What do you mean?
Why would you leave?
Because I don't want like a little kid saying I want to go home. No, we're not going home.
Oh, I see. What
They're
you're
not.
saying.
I'm not going until they're old enough to catch their own
I
foul
see.
ball.
I see what you're saying.
Here's your ice cream.
I just won't go to the game, or they just won't come with me.
If a fan catches a fly ball to now, is that the Savannah Banana rule?
I think it is.
I like
That's
that.
interesting. Yeah.
I like that a lot. But like it can't be a glove though. That's cheating. I feel like it's got to be an actual barehanded catch.
Well, what about a hat?
That doesn't count.
Nah.
Doesn't count. I would say no. You got to catch it with your bare palm. Is the way I would do it. All right. So listen, we have some actual like flyers to talk about.
Yes.
You know, for the first time in a while, Danny B wastes no time, and obviously I had to start the show with this because I feel like it should be the biggest news in the city. I don't think it is because the Flyers, unfortunately, are fourth in the city, but it should be the biggest news. They trade Ivan Provorov. Again, the Stanley Cup playoffs are going on. The Stanley Cup final are going on, and they make a big trade like this. Trade Ivan Provorov in a 3-team deal. He ends up going to Columbus, and they acquired a whole bunch of assets. The 22nd overall pick in this upcoming draft, the Kings' second-round pick next year, Columbus Blue Jackets' second-round pick in either 24 or 25, goaltender Cal Peterson, defenseman Sean Walker, and defensive prospect Helge Grans. I mean, for Danny Briere's first trade, I'm a little surprised it was Provorov as his first trade, and two, I think he hit a home run with this deal. I absolutely love this trade.
So here's what I was like trying to figure out, because again, I'm not a huge hockey guy. Did he hit a home run, or is it that the GMs in Philadelphia Flyers in the past 10 years have been so bad that this looks like a home run? Was it a perfectly relevant trade?
That's a good question. And my answer is it's a little bit of both. Because when you look at what they got, right? They got a few draft picks and a prospect, essentially. Like the goalie Cal Peterson, he spent majority of the last season in the minors because he was so bad to start the season in the NHL, and he's got a big contract, so that was basically a cap dump from the Kings. Sean Walker is an okay defenseman, maybe a second pair, third pair defenseman, right shot. He's serviceable. So you get just look at the 3 picks and a prospect. They're obviously not game breaking. They could. I mean, the picks could turn out to be that way, but they're not blue chip prospects, nothing like that. But just the reason I think it's a home run is because it finally showed a little bit of creativity that Chuck Fletcher or Ron Hextall didn't really have. Right? Because the way I look at it, I think this almost essentially seems to me like it was 2 trades in one. I mean, obviously it's a 3-team trade, but I feel like it was 2 trades in one. You go out and basically, like, if they're trading Provorov without getting Walker and Peterson's contracts, if you're just trading Provorov, they're probably going to get a first and second round pick. So Danny B was like, well, how do I maximize my value? I mean, we're not going to be great next year. Who cares if we're paying a shitty goaltender $5.5 million bucks? We'll take him on, but you're going to give us a little more for it. So they end up leveraging that into, again, a pick, a first-round pick, 2 seconds, and a prospect. So it's just the fact that it's creativity is the best part of this deal, in my opinion.
And we also unloaded Provorov's contract, right?
Yep, yeah, so the Kings are paying 30% of it. Well, the Kings are paying 30%, and then the Columbus is going to pay the other 70%. So, the whole contract's off the books.
That's again, like, that's just a smart move.
I've been saying for 2 years that they've had to trade him, so I'm happy.
Which surprised me. He's your boy.
He used to be. He used to be
machine.
A big
machine.
Guy.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know. I just don't like his attitude. I just don't think he gives everything every shift. I just think he's a little overrated too. It was like 2 summers ago. I was just like, I just think you need to get what you can for him because he's still young. He still could be.
Oh, he's very young. Yeah,
very, very good player. I just didn't think it worked out here anymore.
No, it was time for him to move on, and from what I hear, he wasn't really liked in the locker room all that much.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, it was just time to move on. He wasn't happy here. So the fact like he wasn't happy and you still got the return you did,
right?
I think is a win.
Is Carter Hart on the trade table?
Well, here's the thing: is nobody's not on the trade table. Like they're willing to listen to everything and everybody.
Except the first round pick, I think, right? Unless it's something.
Yeah,
where they
unless they move up or something.
Yeah. But I think he's like the only guy that's really untouchable in quotations.
Yeah.
So like, you think is touchable? Farabee?
I think everybody.
Yeah.
Frost or Farabee. Yeah, I think everybody's on the table. There's some guys they obviously would move more than others. Like I don't think they're gonna move an Owen Tippett.
Right.
Because he's a young, good player.
Arthur.
I don't see them moving these guys, but they're not gonna hang up the phone on anybody. I don't think.
Right.
To answer your question about Carter Hart, he could definitely get traded. I would be surprised if it happens, though.
I think if it makes your I'm not looking to trade Carter Hart, and it doesn't seem like anybody is or the Flyers are. But guess what? If it makes your team better, if you think it makes your team a lot better, I think you need to do it.
Yeah.
It's really with anybody. I am so far gone from like Provorov and Konechny and Kevin Hayes and like Scott Lawton. Like eventually he will get traded. I don't know if he gets traded this offseason, but like there's just so many guys on this team. I'm just like, let's just blow this thing up.
No, I agree that I do agree that if they give you a haul where it makes the team better, then yeah, I would do it. Let's say hypothetically if Harper, God forbid, if Hart gets traded, it might be just for draft picks, and you don't know if you're not sure if you'll get better. It'll take you. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it for just draft picks.
Okay,
that's a thing.
Well, no. I'm saying as like most of like.
Yeah,
if they throw in prospects and a first round pick, like I don't know, you don't know what those prospects are, and you don't know what that first round pick is going to be. You're not sure if it's going to make you better until 5 years down the line.
Which is why I'm skeptical. Like if it sets you up for a better future, yeah, I'm on board. I'm just skeptical because I've seen one, there's really not much of a precedent for goalies 24 years old in their prime as good as Carter Hart that become available every day. So there's no precedence for like what that trade looks like. There's a couple instances,
sure.
and every time a goalie gets traded, the return's not crazy.
Right.
So I'm skeptical that they can get a large return. And one thing that nobody's really talking about is, I don't think a Carter Hart trade happens until the World Junior Team Canada investigation gets released. Until his name is cleared from that, I don't think anybody's gonna.
I also think they're either going to trade him for a good amount, or they're not going to, like, he's just going to be here for a while. Like, I don't think there's any in between.
Yep,
personally,
I agree. But I think the investigation is a big part of this.
So that them trading for this goalie, like, what does that mean for the other guy from last year? Who was
Sam Emerson?
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. Is what's his name? Peterson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cal Peterson.
Is he just like a guy that's going to play in the minors while
possibly
Hart and this Emerson get?
Yeah,
all the reps?
I know they like Sam Emerson a lot. I think probably going to camp as a battle for the backup goalie spot between Peterson and Erson.
Dude, that would be sweet to get sent down in the minors and make $5 million.
Yeah, all right.
It's like a backup. It's like a backup quarterback job.
Yeah. No, it's a third string quarterback job.
Right.
Well,
every goal.
Honestly,
I would rather not at all.
I'd rather be the backup in the NHL than be an everyday goalie in the AHL.
Oh, you're making $5 million a year.
Yeah, but I don't.
I just think he means in general.
You're going to start 20 to 30 games in the NHL. You're going to start 60 in the AHL. On the bus rides, you're not getting private plane ride.
You're getting $5 million.
Sure, no, for sure.
But you could be getting $5 million sitting on the bench with the Flyers as well. The way I took it from what you said was just in general. I'd rather be a backup goalie, or I'd rather be a starting goalie in the minors making a lot of money than being a backup goalie in the NHL making less money.
See, I'd rather live the NHL lifestyle, the everyday lifestyle of being in the NHL, and not play as much.
But you're making less money.
He's making $5 million.
No. I'm saying I'm talking about like the hypothetical, like it. What I was saying was, if you had to pick, like, which would you pick? Would you pick $2 million a year to sit and play 30 games a year in the NHL, or would you rather make $5 million a year and start?
Yeah, I'm going to take the $5 million, but
that's what I was talking about. No, I know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Okay, all right, I got you.
I would just let every goal go by me because I'd be like, okay, like,
why not? Yeah,
I get paid. Yeah, I'm getting paid.
Exactly. Yep.
Plus, where are they? Wilkes-Barre?
No, they are. Where are they? Lehigh Valley.
Lehigh Valley. Yeah.
Allentown area. Yeah. So.
I'm on board. Kevin Hayes, Travis Konechny.
He's gone. Konechny, it sounds like there's a real chance he gets traded.
Who's the other name I said? Oh, Lawton. Again, Lawton, I don't think they trade him this offseason, but if they do trade him. But
the rumor is they already turned down a first-round pick for him.
It's tough.
They're back and forth on trading him. If he doesn't get traded the offseason, I think there's a really good chance he gets traded at the deadline. Right. I think he's the type of player that playoff teams absolutely love and would overpay for at the deadline.
Right, you could probably get more at the deadline than right now.
I would think so. Yeah.
At what point did the teams know that the Flyers are going to blow it up and start giving them bad offers? Though, like at a certain point, like you're more likely to you're going to blow it up at this point. Like when did
I think teams already know that they're willing to. Yeah. Like, Danny's been kind of really vocal and open about that. Is like the Flyers are open for business. My phone's of it. Like all the GMs know where to reach me. They, we'll work out a deal with anybody. Just give me fair offer, and we can make it work. He's let it be known that everybody's available.
I'd rather get like a mediocre offer than just keep these guys around anyway. Like, I just don't think. There's just no reason for Kevin Hayes and
Kevin Hayes is gone.
Right.
He clearly, him and Tortorella, I guess, just don't get along.
Yeah.
Hayes wants out, so that he won't be here anymore. I would be really surprised if Kevin Hayes is a Flyer next year.
You know what the thing is? Like, if he's on a team, like, they send him to, what, like, Colorado or something like that, like, he's a really good player. Like, he's still a really good player.
He's probably second or third line center. Yeah, like on a Stanley Cup winning team, probably a third line center. Yeah, really good player. The problem is his cap hit. Like he makes a lot of money for what he is.
You think the Flyers?
He's the Tobias Harris of the NHL.
Yeah, honestly, it's not a bad comparison.
It's not
like it's like Kevin Hayes is getting max money deal, but like it's not far off. Like he makes good money.
And both are like decent talents. Like they're not. They both.
But they're not where they are in
right
like, in the lineup or where they should be.
Right.
Basically.
Like they're both professional players, like, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Like good. There are pieces to a team. Like.
Yep.
But they're not worth what they pay. I always say that about Tobias Harris. Now I kind of feel like with Kevin Hayes, like if he didn't make as much money, then he probably wouldn't be getting shit on as much as he does.
Absolutely. That's
for sure.
With Tobias, he's a max contract player and gets.
He averages 16. Yeah, I know.
2 point.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If Tobias Harris was getting paid like a bench guy, nobody would fucking bat an
eye. Right.
So.
What do you think, Mike, the over-under for sellouts next year is?
Oh, God.
In the Flyers.
6.5 unders.
I don't even know that it's that high. Like,
yeah.
The thing is, obviously selling tickets are different than people showing up. They're gonna say they've had a decent amount of sellouts just because of business-wise, but like, I don't know if you'll have a full building the entire game.
Well, look at it like this.
The entire season.
A lot of people didn't show up last year, not because of how bad they were. It was a principle. Like a lot of people were sick of the way things were going. So I'm curious to see if any of these people show up because okay, we finally are doing something. Like
true, yeah.
So yeah. I don't know. I'm more likely to go to a game this upcoming season than I was last year. So
yeah, I mean maybe you get a sell out like the home opener.
Dude, there were legit times where like I got offered tickets like 3 times a week, and I said no every single time. Going into next year, I'm a lot more likely to say, yeah, I'll take them.
Well, yeah, true. Well, they'll sell. We know for a fact they'll sell out the Rangers games because it'll just be all Rangers fans
right?
There at local Madison Square Garden. So,
yep.
So that's fun. Anything else about the Flyers? I don't think that's all we have to talk about the Flyers, right?
When's the draft?
June 28th, I believe.
Free agency starts before or after that?
July 1st.
Okay.
Any names?
I couldn't remember if it was like the couple days before or a couple days after. I know it's around the same time.
What'd you say, Chris?
Are the Flyers going to be involved in any free agent names?
I would be surprised. To be honest, I haven't even that's the thing. I haven't even looked at the free agent class and like who's available because there's no reason for the Flyers to go out and make like a splash. Like they might get like a couple depth pieces here or there just to fill out a lineup and to replace a guy like Provorov, replace a guy like Kevin Hayes when he gets traded. Like I could see them going out and get depth pieces in the free agency, but they're not going to be any sort of big ticket items because it's a rebuild. They're just going to be bad next year and try to get a top 5 pick.
They're wasting a lot of money on what's his name, Delauris or
Delorier.
Delorier. Yeah, God forbid.
I mean, it wasn't that much money. It was like one.
Yeah, but it's like 4 years.
It was 4 years. That was the bad part. Yeah,
it's like 4 years, $2 million.
Yeah,
I don't even know. I don't know how much
it was. I think it was like 1.75 or something.
Really, like a per. You're saying
per year? Yeah. Yep. So.
I just because my mind always goes to the business side of things. Whose jersey are they going to be selling? Like, who is it going to be Hart?
Yeah. Depends who's there.
Konechny, if he's still here.
Like, you think, do you think they're going to push a Konechny jersey?
No, because even if he is still here next season, he's not a long-term piece, I don't think.
Right, that's what I'm thinking. Like, whose jersey are they pushing? Is it Hart?
Yeah, but I don't think they care about a long-term piece. They're selling jerseys. That's making.
No, I know, but I'm just trying to think like their business, like their
like the face of the franchise.
Yeah, who's the face of the franchise right now?
Well, John Tortorella is the face of the franchise.
Ray Aaron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
resell Briere's jerseys.
Yeah, dust off.
They'll probably push Couturier though, because Couturier is here for till 2045. So
Yeah, but we haven't seen much of him, so I
Yeah.
don't know. I guess it depends on how he comes out, and I could see him trying to push Travis Sanheim because they just signed him.
I
to
think you
fucking
guys are
decade.
I think you guys are underestimating the fact that they're gonna sell Travis Connect. They're gonna push Travis Connect jerseys. They don't give a shit. They're trying to make money.
They
No,
have
sure.
because they bought them already, so they're going to be half off.
Right.
Yeah.
Did
They might push
I
some,
ever tell you?
They-
Sorry.
Sorry.
Ed.
no, I was gonna say they could push some Owen Tippett jerseys.
You think?
Yeah.
They could try.
I was speaking of jerseys, cheap jerseys. I know we're talking about the Flyers, but I was at the Eagles Pro Shop yesterday, and they had the one in Cherry Hill, and they had Super Bowl apparel for $5, and they had on I think it's on Fanatics. They had Carson Wentz jerseys for like $12.
Really?
Yeah.
27
That's honestly that's way too much money to spend for a Carson Wentz jersey.
Um,
unless you're using it to like put Brown.
To
on
what
top
my
of
ass?
it.
Yeah.
Well, no, just spend
buy-
$12. Spend $12, get a nameplate. This is Brown, and you're good.
Toilet paper's cheaper. I mean, more expensive than a Carson Wentz jersey. No,
Exactly.
I like 4 or 5 years ago, I was like so. Remember when what did they go from Adidas to Nike? The NHL.
Yeah.
Adidas. No, they're not Nike. They're going to Fanatics.
Or no, Reebok. Was it Reeboks to
Reebok
Adidas?
to Adidas. Yeah,
That's
correct,
what it
yeah.
was. So the year they were going to Adidas, I was at the store in the Deptford Mall, like that sports store, and it was like a Provorov jersey. I'm so happy I didn't buy it. A Provorov jersey for like $80, and I was like, and it was like a real, like a stitched, like high end, because they have like high end jerseys there.
Yep.
I was like, I'm gonna get this Provorov jersey. And my wife was like, why is it only $80? And I'm like, well, they went from Reebok to Adidas, and she's like, no, you probably shouldn't. Just go get like the real one. Like, go get the spend the extra $50 and go get the one that like they wear. I'm like, you're probably right. And I never did it, but I'm happy I never bought that Adidas jersey or Reebok jersey.
I almost got a Provorov jersey. It was either between that. It was back when the Stadium Series game. I think it was the one in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
The black, the all black with the orange, the orange trim or whatever. It was either between that. It was either between I was either going to get a Provorov or a Wayne Simmons. I ended up going Wayne Simmons.
Okay.
I figured that was a better jersey.
Yeah, I think the Provorov one I was gonna get was the white, the away white.
Okay.
That's the only one they had. So. Yeah,
Yep.
just happy I didn't.
Yeah.
It's so funny how like 2.5 years ago I was like the machine,
Oh, yeah, all
totally
in.
so into Provorov, and then
Yep.
so quickly it just changed.
I know, it's crazy. But he gone. And I think they got it. They got a nice return for him, so I'm happy with
What's
it.
there to do in Columbus? I'm curious.
What's there to do in Columbus?
Yeah.
Players players that play there have raved about it. Like I know Cam Atkinson lives there now.
It's a big city. I know that. It's like I think it's the biggest city in Ohio, but
Like,
I didn't know if
Cam
it was
Atkinson
like Buffalo.
loves
Okay, I didn't know if it was like Buffalo and Jordan Matthews went to Buffalo. He got his wife pregnant, and they were like, "Well, what's there to do?" And he said, "Well, only each other."
Yeah.
So I was curious. I was curious if Columbus was like that too.
I to be honest, I've never been. Might never be. I don't know.
I think Ohio.
Yeah, I don't plan. It's not on the agenda for me. So
No.
I'm sure it's like a party college town. Like if you're
Yeah.
going to Ohio State parties, I don't know if they're going there.
Well, where's Ohio State at?
Columbus.
It is in Columbus. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was east. I thought it was near. I thought Columbus was in the middle of the
Why do
state.
I
I
want
thought Ohio State was it was like closer to PA.
I'll be honest. I'm not the guy to ask when it comes to Ohio fucking geography.
You don't like Ohio?
No. I drove through Ohio, like to go to Michigan, and it was the worst experience of my life.
PA's got to be worse.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're right. You're right. PA was definitely worse.
Ohio State's in Columbus.
Okay.
But like, listen. It's probably me thinking there's a lot of ugly people in Ohio. I'll be honest. I went into a couple rest stops. I was like, this isn't right.
It probably only gets worse too. Like Ohio, and then you got to go to like Indiana. Like I feel like when you go to Indiana, there's just like a black cloud that just goes over.
I did that drive because I went to the Big Ten championship from Penn State all the way to Indianapolis.
Okay.
Awful drive.
I believe it. I believe it.
Awful.
At least at that part, you already have half of Pennsylvania down.
Yeah.
So, like, because like Pennsylvania is the worst. Like the PA Turnpike going through the mountains, it's the worst. driving
No,
through
I'll tell you.
Pennsylvania.
Want to know it's the
It's
worst?
$1 billion.
I can
That's
actually,
true.
because I've been
We
there.
talked about that last week, I think, right?
South Dakota.
Really, you've
Awful.
really.
Nothing. Just nothing. Just
Just
road.
field.
Nothing. Field.
But that I prefer that than like driving through fucking mountains and shit.
No, I prefer mountains. Give me the mountains.
No, I'd rather just
You have
drive.
at least a scenic view, but like Wyoming, South Dakota, North Dakota, nothing.
So I feel like I like that. Just put it in cruise control, turn on some tunes, and you're good.
Nah, I take mountains.
No, this is where we differ. Miami's putting up a little bit of a fight here, huh?
Yeah.
Jokic is in foul trouble.
They Denver came out really strong and they called the timeout and made adjustments. That's why he's the best coach in the league.
Is
Yeah, I mean,
Jokic and I can't think of his name right now.
Murray?
Murray, are they the best 1-2 combination in the NBA?
No.
As far as like playing together, not scoring like together, like as a team, the both of them.
Probably not. Probably not. Honestly, I mean, what did Murray do this year? I have to look at his stats. What he did this year. He's playing unbelievable in the playoffs, but I don't think so. I probably take. I take the Boston duo. As much as I don't like Tatum, I probably take the Boston duo over them.
Take Harden and Embiid over them.
No, nobody over Harden. Trying to think of other duos. LeBron and AD are probably better.
KD and Booker.
I don't like Booker at all, so I probably take these guys. I think these guys are
Kyrie and Luka.
again. That's two guys that I love Luca, but we'll see what he does. The
Jesus
narrative
Christ,
the
that's a
narrative
hard
is starting to show a bit with him. He did lose a lot of weight though. Posted a picture. He was just real thin.
so I mean, Miami has no chance to come back and win this series, right? They're done. Right?
No, it's over. Yeah, no, I think even if they win tonight, I said this was going to go to 6. I said this morning, I think Miami wins tonight, and then game 6 it's over. But
Well, Game 6 is in Miami, right?
yeah, I said Denver and holy shit, I said Denver in 6. I thought it was going to go a little differently. I thought it was going to be splits, and I thought they were going to split both homes. Like game 1 and 2 was going to be split. Game 2 and 3, or 3 and 4 are going to be split, and then Denver tonight and tomorrow, or tonight in game 5 or 6, whatever that is. I'm just paying attention to the game. Sorry, guys.
You're good. Speaking of the NBA, I guess we kind of transitioned to NBA talk. Dom, there's a rumor that came out about your boy.
Yes.
Apparently the Sixers could trade Tobias Harris and draft picks. It's very vague, and draft picks for Bradley Beal.
Well, I don't know if they can do that. I don't like. I just think it's a guy who's
It's out there.
an insider.
Out there floating
He's not
in
even
the
an
world.
insider. He's just a writer who thinks that could happen.
They want to rebuild, and
Or, I'm sorry,
Beal's a place to
he-
start.
He thinks that's probably the best option. Or I don't know if it could happen. We'll see.
I don't know why a rebuilding team would want Tobias Harris, but I digress. It
Retool.
is
Expiring contract.
Retool.
retool. Okay.
It's an expiring contract.
No, true, but I just don't think he brings any value to a trade.
Expiring contract. Yes, he the money matches, and if they reload, if they restart. Listen, all right. So they have Porzingis, Beal, and Kuzma. That was like their big 3. Kuzma and Porzingis are both set to hit the market this summer. The reason is because Beal has all this money and they want to retool. They could trade a guy like Beal for Tobias who matches in the money.
But if
and
you're retooling,
off the books next
hold on. If you're retooling though, wouldn't you not want a guy that you're only going to have for 1 year? Wouldn't you rather get a younger, cheaper player that you could kind of try to build around?
That's why I said. That's why
Bradley Beal.
Right. That's why I said I don't know if that could. I don't know if it will happen. I'm saying,
Gotcha.
you know,
But would you be for that if that was to happen?
yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Would you rather have? I don't know the answer to this question. Would you rather
You don't
make
know the
that?
answer.
No, I know the answer to the question I'm about to
Okay.
ask.
Okay.
Would you rather do that trade or sign James Harden. Resign.
Oh,
James
do that trade. No, do that trade.
Harden. Okay.
So when it comes to James Harden, are you just out on him because of James Harden, or are you out on him because of the money?
Both.
Both.
It's probably both. Yeah.
Okay, so if he goes to hit the market and nobody's biting on that, and they say like 2-year, $80 million, are you bringing?
No.
Well, it's the thing. The money's not even the bad part with James Harden. It's the fact that he wants 3 or 4 years. Like
Well,
that's
that's what I'm
insane.
saying. If
that's part of it. Yeah.
2-year, if he's like, if it comes, he's like, I'll come back to the Sixers 2-year, $80 million. Are you doing that?
I don't think so because you got to look at it like this. Tobias comes off the books. You have a max contract for the following year, so like you're probably going to max Maxey, right? Like,
is Maxey worth the max?
I mean, if he progresses this year, probably, yeah.
They just fucking hand out money in the NBA. It's
Dude, look at his numbers, man. Like
but still
drastically.
He's
every
good.
3 years.
A max player.
Like, yeah, you hear max contract. That should be for like 3 players in the entire league. Like, that's not how an NBA works. Like, bench guys get fucking $25 million a year.
Oh, no, they don't get that much.
I'm exaggerating a little bit.
Remember Evan Turner's deal with Portland? He got like $25 million a year. I remember.
Well, for like 10 minutes, Mike Conley was the highest paid player in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, like an 8th guy coming off the bench in the NBA probably makes more money per year than like Connor McDavid, which is the best player in history.
No.
Yeah, guaranteed.
Over exaggerated.
Guaranteed.
No way.
Who's the 8th player?
How much does he make a year? How much does McDavid?
Like 12 million per year.
No way. No way.
Who's like the 7th or 8th guy on the Sixers?
Springer.
Niang.
No. I wouldn't even say Springer because he was a first-round pick. He definitely doesn't make $12 million a year. But
Niang.
All right, what's Niang's contract? He makes $6.7 million a year.
Yeah. And he's not even the 8th guy.
Fucking crazy.
8th guy, B-ball Paul.
Maybe I was exaggerating by saying who? Paul?
Yeah, maybe.
Hold on. I was exaggerating by saying 8th guy, but like legitimately, bench guys get like it's just.
You're looking
money.
at George Niang. He makes how much does he make? $6 million. What do you mean?
Or
Paul
Dom.
Reed only makes 1.3 million.
Yeah,
And
thanks.
Or
Thanks.
Dom Boy, Furkan. I'm sure he gets a nice contract.
He just got paid a couple years ago, so he doesn't make $12 million a year though. He can't. It's impossible.
Hold on.
If
Holy
he
shit.
makes
Okay,
$12
hold on.
million a year,
Hold on. Okay, I read. This
I
really
leave this
quickly.
show.
I read this very quickly. All I saw was 3 years, 15 million, but that's per year. That's
For all three.
total.
Yeah.
That's total. So five.
I was gonna
per
say
year.
if
Yeah.
Furkan makes more than $12 million a year, I'm shutting this laptop and I'm walking out. I'm walking out the door. I'm not even going to bed. I'm walking out of the door. I'm going to Daryl Morey's house, and I need. What's that?
Go wait at the practice facility in Camden.
Yeah, I'm gonna be waiting for Adam Sandler out there. Like, God forbid.
Oh.
Like
Travis Konechny makes more money than George Niang.
who's Dorian Finney-Smith from the Brooklyn? Is he any good?
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's a starter.
He makes 13 million.
That makes sense.
I'm just looking at contracts. I don't know.
Yeah.
They just hand out stupid money.
Like Tobias?
You literally just named 4 guys who make under what you said, and now you're still with this narrative that they
but
made.
But I'm comparing him against the greatest player in the world in hockey, making 12 million. Like,
But the NBA makes so much more
No,
money than
totally,
the NHL.
totally.
So.
For sure. No, I agree with you. That's fair.
Sorry, Mike, just to I know you're a huge hockey guy, but it's going to slide to the 5th really quickly.
It's
There's
happening
zero-
very,
no
very.
chance.
It's
How?
happening very.
Who likes soccer? Who?
Lionel Messi just signed with
And that does nothing for me.
It does nothing for you, but for everybody in America.
How? Why do people like soccer so much? Why?
Because
I don't get it.
It's a popular sport, man.
Why? Give me
Cultural
reasons.
Cultural roots. It brings
The
people-
MLS is going up, and the
First
NHL
off,
is
it's
going down.
MLS. There's no the.
So I just said MLS.
You said the MLS is
All right,
different.
whatever. So it's not the NHL. Like when you're talking about
It is the NHL. It's the National Hockey League.
All right, whatever.
It's not. It's not the Major League Soccer.
See, this is him deflecting
Same thing with
Him
MLB.
deflecting.
Hold on,
because he
Same
knows
thing
he's
with-
wrong. He knows he's
yeah.
wrong.
Same thing with MLB. It's
Okay.
not the MLB. It's MLB,
All
Major League Baseball, Major League Soccer, the National Hockey League. The National Football League.
All right.
You know what I'm saying here?
National
It's
Hockey
a good
League
deflection. It's a good deflection.
will be the fifth sport in the United States. And I think, and I'm not even just saying it like soccer will be 4. Soccer will be 3. It's going to jump baseball too.
Lionel Messi does nothing for. He's like 60 years old at this point.
He does nothing for you.
Like, can he even run? Can he even run anymore?
Why don't you go? You and him have
Sure. Put me up against the greatest soccer player in the history
I don't know.
of the universe.
You can break Durant in half. So why can't you outrun?
I could snap. I could.
I mean,
I could. But if Leo Messi, that's what I'm gonna call him, Leo Messi. If he was 80 years old, he could probably outrun me because he's one of the greatest soccer players ever. So I'm not willing to put that on the line. Soccer just does nothing for him.
It does nothing
never
for
has,
you,
never
but
will.
for a lot of people.
I just don't understand it. I don't understand the phenomenon of soccer. And like,
I'm not infatuated
Why is
with
it
either.
happening now?
I'm not infatuated with it either. But like still doesn't make it any less of a
Again,
fact.
soccer's been around forever. Why now? Why is it happening now?
There's more exposure to it with Instagram and seeing all these highlights, and now you can watch the games that are happening overseas that we never had access to before. You can watch it at any click of a button. People have teams in the United States that they cheer for over in England.
That's wild to me. It's crazy.
It's just that's where it is. I mean, those guys make more than there's the player that just signed in. I'm fine. One that we will have a soccer segment at some point because I need to be educated about soccer.
So like
we'll bring him in.
The reason it's so popular is because it's like basketball where you could just pick it up and play. It's not like hockey or baseball where it's an expensive sport. So everybody plays the sport.
Yeah, okay,
when everybody plays the sport, everybody.
Listen,
wait, no. You like hockey, right? You play hockey.
Yeah, sure.
You like to watch hockey because you played hockey because you enjoy it. It's the same thing with soccer. The whole world loves soccer because it's such a cheap sport to play that they fall in love with the game. Then they get to go home and watch the game.
And listen, I'm not the biggest basketball fan, but I get that. I get that basketball, you have offense and you have scoring and it's fun and exciting to some people. But like, I watched a great exciting soccer game. The score was 1-0. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, but there's also hockey games where the score's 1-0.
Wow.
I mean, first of all, it's rare. It's rare. And,
I know.
And hockey will end like 1-1 or 0-0.
No, I know.
But yeah, I watched an exciting 0-0 soccer game.
I'm just saying there is when
it could happen theoretically.
And also,
but there's more action in the hockey game than there was in the soccer game. I would bet money on.
But there's more exciting in soccer than you think there is.
Have you ever watched the World Cup?
I haven't watched the World Cup since when was the?
So then, how could you have an opinion?
Hold on, relax. I haven't watched a soccer game. It was between Italy and France, and somebody got headbutted.
Yeah,
somebody got headbutted. It's the last time I watched the World Cup. I couldn't care less about the World Cup. And I watched the recent one that with the penalty kicks only because
the greatest.
Well, the only reason I saw it is because I went to turn on pregame to an Eagles game and I saw soccer on the fucking TV. Well, I was like, "What's going on? Where are the Eagles pregame? There's a damn soccer game going on right now."
Well, mistake number one: you're watching the Eagles pregame. That's.
I'd rather watch that than a soccer game.
Yeah, just
maybe that's how you think, but a lot of other people don't feel that. So
that's where the money's going.
Again, I don't watch soccer either. I'm not like that big of a fan either, but people like it. It's the MLS. I'm sorry, MLS is going up, and
do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm trying to make? The point I'm trying to make to you with that, but removing the. But it's
I'm just
Major League Soccer.
I'm just gonna ignore you. I'm just gonna ignore you because you know you're wrong. So it's just you deflecting. We had this discussion last week. I've known this guy for 27 years. I already know. I know everything he's gonna say. He's gonna do. I called it last week when I said there's only 5 good quarterbacks in the league.
Yep.
I said the sentence before it even came out of his mouth of what he was going to say, and it was word for word exactly what he was going to say.
Did you see what that dude just signed for in over? I can't think. I think it's Spain, like $1 billion contract.
It was Saudi Arabia, wasn't it?
No.
What?
I know a lot of them are going to Saudi Arabia.
Well, I was actually just about to bring that up. And, like, we can transition to soccer because like nobody. I'm gonna go from one boring sport to another. What do you guys think of this golf thing? Like the live golf and the PGA.
Boring because you don't understand the game.
Well, no, I understand golf. The golf's fun to play. I don't know how anybody can sit there and watch a full day of golf. I think that's insane. What?
I like watching golf.
Do you
Really? I'm against.
really?
I'm with Mike on this one.
Yeah.
I think it's fun to go to a driving range and like hit the ball. And,
Yeah, like playing golf is fun.
you
Watch
know
it.
it's-
Like,
But
okay, but do you like turn on? Let me turn on the TV and watch this chess match that's on right now. Like,
yeah, it's way different.
how? It's
I
a
don't-
game.
I don't
It's
like
not sport,
chess.
it's a game.
Because I don't like chess. I like golf. That's why.
Do you like to play chess?
When I was younger, yeah.
Okay, sure. You like to play golf. You don't like
What's
to
that?
watch golf. You like to play golf. You don't like to
I
watch
like
golf. Nobody
too.
likes to
I don't
watch
watch
golf.
every weekend. I don't watch every weekend, dude. Like you're talking about two world sports that are like some of the most popular sports globally, and you're sitting here saying they're terrible when the whole world loves them. Like, it's you. It's not everybody else. It's you.
Don't be hating on Magnus Carlsen. I have no clue who that is.
He's a chess player. He's like the biggest chess player in the world.
Okay. I
the
don't, okay.
live sports though there's a congressional hearing against them now.
Is there?
Yeah, I saw that today.
Okay, I didn't see that, but I was just curious what your thoughts were, like the whole merge thing. I think it's a
I
fucking
kinda-
dick move by PGA.
I do too. I do too. But I think it's you got Tiger Woods who they offered $700-800 million to.
Yeah, 800 million. Yep.
And he said no thanks, but now he's got to play for them. So
Right, exactly. It's a fucking
yeah,
dick move.
I'm against any league going there, honestly. But
I mean, listen, these.
where do they get them? Like, do they just like print money there?
Yes, basically. Yeah. That's the thing that's kind of frustrating is these teams and leagues are getting so lucrative and so expensive that like people can't afford them even over here anymore. Even the rich of the rich can't afford them over here. So like at some point, and I know there was a report that came out. Someday they're going to own an NFL franchise. Over
Yeah,
there. They're just going
not-
to. It might not
I
be
mean,
over there,
unless
but
the
they're
NFL
going to. They're
yeah.
going to own an NFL franchise. That's
I mean,
all.
yeah, true.
Ad Con.
Unless the NFL gets into it, the NFL says we don't.
Right.
You know,
The guy who owns Jacksonville, he's Saudi Arabian.
I think Iraqian.
Is he Shad Khan?
I'm pretty sure he's Iraqian.
No clue.
I'll look it up. I'm pretty sure he's Iraqian or Iranian, but what's his name? Shad.
But there was a report that like the same group, like basically the government that owns Live,
Yeah,
is interested in owning an NFL franchise. So like it's going to happen in sports because these franchises are becoming so crazy expensive
Pakistani.
that
Yeah.
there you go, that nobody can afford them over here. So
Yeah, I
It'll
just,
happen
I
at some
mean, here's the thing though. I mean, Tiger Woods is a little different. Like but like, if you're making 90 million, 80 million, 90 million in the PGA, and then like the Saudis call and they said we'll give you 130 million. Like, sure, it's an extra however many million, but like, it's not that much of a difference for me to be like, yo, I'm going there. Like
800 million is 800 million.
No. I'm just saying Tiger Woods is not
Yeah.
like a good example, but I'm saying these other guys like Brooks Koepka and
Right.
Mickelson, like they're making 80 million, 90 million here, but like they're making like 130. Like your life's not going to change that much. So like I could never see myself being like, yeah, I'm going to go play in Saudi Arabia to make an extra 30, 40, 50 million. Like,
Are they playing?
I just
in
think people have to
Saudi
stay up. I think people have to stick up to it. Like whether it's these soccer players are going to play there, whether that's like them wanting to own an NFL team, whether it's whatever it is, like PGA joining, like
the
it's-
WWE's already in bed with Saudis.
Yeah.
They always do shit in Saudi Arabia.
I mean, I don't watch WWE, so I don't like.
I
that
don't like I don't like the WWE either. It's 10 times more entertaining than soccer and golf.
All right, that's your opinion. That's your opinion, though. Like,
Fair.
you can't sit here and say I don't understand why it's happening when 100 billion other people.
No,
like
I'm just right. The 100 billion
Yeah,
people.
that's what it is. Yep.
Yeah, there's a U.S. Senate investigation
Huh.
On
Yeah, I don't know what that entails.
with
95 or
Oh, that's a whole nother issue.
PGA's planned alliance with Live Golf.
yeah.
So I don't know what that's about, but apparently
It's craziness, man.
Mm-hmm.
PGA said something about like they were left on their own to fend off Live Golf.
Tiger has so much money. He just started his own fucking golf league.
Yeah. I think somebody made that joke too. Like somebody's like, yeah, somebody's like Tiger and like a couple other guys should just like
They should start their own league.
do their own thing.
Tell PGA and Liv to both go fuck off. Because
Yeah.
like these leagues are nothing without the big major golfers. And
Yeah, right.
and Tiger Woods probably isn't a isn't
No,
skill wise. Like he obviously moves because he's Tiger Woods, but he's not Tiger Woods at the top of his game. Like
No, but he is like Michael Jordan in Washington. Like people are gonna watch.
Oh yeah, he's always people are gonna always watch Tiger Woods. So, but
It's not 2002 Tiger Woods, right?
right, but these leagues are nothing without these players. They should just tell them to
Especially
go fuck
golf.
themselves and start their own league.
It's like golf.
Right, exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
There's maybe like 8 like great golfers, and then the rest are just like guys you've never heard of. That like win
Guys come out of nowhere.
Yeah, tournament.
A lifelong like caddy or whoever the fuck it was that like randomly drills a hole in one.
Right.
Well, he was a caddy. I forget what exactly his job was, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I was gonna bring up something.
But they also make a lot of money too. Like you could be like an amateur golfer and like still make like $6 million a year. Like you could
by definition, I don't think that's amateur golfer.
like amateur like
You're not an amateur anymore.
Like no. I'm saying like an amateur like level player. Like you're not
As
fucking
long as you make the cut.
or yeah.
No,
like
I get what you're saying.
You can make a living being like a lower end golfer. Like make a lot of money.
Like in the 20s, if you finish in the 20s.
Even like dude, like even the lower guys, like you can make like 400, 500, 600,000 a year. Like just trying to make it. So there's a lot of money there. Like it's a shame that it's
Well, the problem is it's so hard to get to that level because there's so many people that golf. Like
And there's
It's
a
all
lot
over
of
the world.
traveling that has to do with it too. Like you have to travel.
and it's expensive.
Yeah.
To do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Very expensive, a lot of travel, absolutely, and a lot of work too. Like
Playing golf is very fun. It's just watching it I can't get behind.
yeah, I don't know. I like it. I don't watch every weekend. Like I'm not sitting here in the summer like, oh, I need to watch golf this weekend. Like I only really watch like the big tournaments, like the Masters and the U.S. Open and stuff like that.
Like, would you pay money to go to Augusta?
Nah, probably not. I'm not that into it. If I ever find myself like in the area, and I wouldn't be against it, but I'm not like I need to go to Augusta. Like, but
Fair enough. I guess we can move on. The only thing we really have to talk about is the Phillies. I hesitate to do it, but I'm going to ask you a question. Are the Phillies back?
we'll see tonight.
Yep.
We'll see how this.
They're in
what's it,
Arizona,
4?
now, right?
4? Yeah, what are they? 4 in Arizona?
Is it 4?
Yeah, 4.
3 or 4? Okay.
It's 4.
Okay, 4.
And then where do they go after that?
Hold on, I got it up here.
San Fran.
Oakland.
Yeah, 4 against Arizona, and then 3 against Oakland.
Yeah, I mean, Arizona is what, the best team in the NL right now?
Yeah,
Like,
41.
Yeah.
I think the Braves have. I think the Braves are at 41,
Okay.
but I know they have 40.
Yeah.
The Phillies are already losing 1-0.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a bullpen game tonight, right? Strom start.
Yeah, Strom.
Oh yeah, yep.
I hate.
I heard something today.
Much.
I heard something today that got me intrigued. The possibility of Painter being back by July. Did we hear that?
I didn't hear that.
Possible. So that's what Ricky Bo said. I heard today Ricky Bo talking about the possibility of Painter being back by July. You get 3, 4, 5 starts in the minors, 2, 3, 4 innings each, and then in August he comes up and pitches. I also heard not Abel. Who's the other one?
McGarry.
McGarry. He's pitched another gem. So that's like two straight games where
Well, no,
he's great.
No. He pitched a gem in his last game. The game before that, he got rocked.
They said he pitched a gem in his last two. I don't know. That's what Bo said. Ricky Bo said.
And let like 7 runs up. But again,
Okay.
that's the life of the minors. Like that'll happen. Like it doesn't matter how good you are; it happens.
They said 2 starts ago he was great, and then the last start was yesterday or the day before, and he threw what was like 8 strikeouts or something like that.
So the only thing I can find about Andrew Painter is that he's scheduled to throw 2 bullpen sessions this week.
Yeah. So I think Ricky Bo is saying if he starts throwing now, you get him ready by July. He gets 3 or 4, 5 starts in the minors, 2, 3, 4 innings each, and then you send him. Then hopefully he comes up in August, and you have him for the playoffs.
Yeah. What did Scott Boras saying about that?
Well,
that's the issue.
The agent. Fuck the agent.
That's the issue. Unfortunately.
What is that? Why that only doesn't that only help him? Like
no, because he could have him shut down.
Yeah, but why? Why would you want him shut down?
Get his arm. Well, because you want his arm to be 100%, not 90%, and then him get hurt again. Or now he has Tommy John, and now he can significantly reduce the amount he gets paid.
Philly's tied it up, by the way.
You want him to be 100%. You don't want him to be 90. Like going out there.
Yeah, but what says he's not 100% though? Like,
right? I mean, I guess in his mind, and what I would think would be, you get a whole off season to rehab instead of like pushing it and pushing it and pushing it.
I think the earlier you start, the earlier you get out there, the earlier you're going to get paid.
Yeah, how much control does his agent really have on whether the team brings him back or not?
Right.
I think he can shut himself down, right, Andrew Painter?
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure he can say, I don't feel it. I don't feel like I'm ready. Yeah.
Right.
If he shuts himself down, that only tells me how much of
right. If you're a competitor, wouldn't do that.
Right.
You want to get, but you want to get.
I'm not saying you're wrong, dude. I'm not saying like you're wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just talking in general. Like if he were to do that, like that's very like concerning for me. As
far as the player,
you're right.
And if he was to shut himself down. And then he messed with service time, and your
That's
contract gets pushed. Like it's, I don't think
he comes up. What's he 21? 20,
yeah, I think he's
20, 21.
Yeah.
He comes up now and he starts pitching like gems. Like he's gonna get paid at 27, like 26, 27 instead of 30, or 28, 29.
Yeah, if he's healthy, I think he'll go. It's just a matter of health and how he pitches.
And I don't think they're not gonna put him out there unless he is 100%. Like, I don't think they're gonna say, he's 80%. Let's just throw him out there. Like I think if they were to do that, then it would have been happening by now. Like his timeline wouldn't have been this long.
Right, he's too young and too
too
valuable and important to fuck around with. They have to be sure he's ready to go.
If he's not ready to throw till the end of August, then I'm shutting him down till next year. But
at that point, if that does happen, then at that point you should have just got the surgery back in whenever.
Right.
Like you should have just got Tommy John. Like, but I don't know.
Dude, Jokic really is good.
He's really good.
He really is good.
Josh Harrison with a hit.
Yeah, I mean, but the Phillies have won 7 of the last 8. Like they,
was Nola.
Yeah, and I'm so out on Nola. I'm so out on Aaron Nola. He stinks.
He does stink.
He fucking stinks.
He doesn't stink. He's hit or miss because when he's good, he's really good.
Okay. He's like a third or fourth pitcher.
No,
I don't know if he's a fourth pitcher. He might be
a 3. It's maybe a 3.
He might be a really good third.
Yeah, or a really like. Yeah,
like a mid-4 ERA, doesn't he? Like,
yeah. So does half the MLB right now.
You're correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you see this thing about? Because I feel like Nola's kind of. We're talking about Nola struggling, and a lot of people think it's like maybe the pitch clock. Did you see this theory that the pitch clock at Citizens Bank Park is faster than any other team in Major League Baseball?
I love it.
Really?
It gets me through games even quicker. I love it. Apparently, it's even quicker. Like the players have complained about it. It's the most. They've gotten the most pitch clock violations in any stadium.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
MLB's doing like an investigation on it now, apparently.
Yeah, I don't.
No, I love it.
Denver just tied the game up.
Just make it even faster.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he just needs to get himself together. He's got to be able to like adapt with like this is the way baseball is now.
I kind of feel like his numbers are better than like the eye test with Nola. Like you look back at his numbers, I was looking at them over the weekend. I'm like, you know what? He's actually a little bit better than like I think he probably is. He's not a number one at all. He's not an ace. He's not close to an ace. He's not
two either.
enough. His numbers probably say he is though. Like he's got a 3.6 ERA, 3.60 ERA. Like
He does not have a 3.60, 3
he
point.
sure does.
Career.
His career?
His career. Yeah.
Oh, sure, yeah. He was up for
That's
the
what we're
Cy
talking
Young. Yeah, no, I'm talking about Aaron Nola right now. Aaron Nola this year.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, he's been shitty this year. I'm just talking about his career.
Like some games I want Ranger out there instead of him.
Oh, Ranger's my favorite pitcher on this team.
Is he?
Really? Not even Wheeler, huh?
Nah, I think Ranger has the biggest balls on probably this team. What he did last year in the playoffs, he's got the biggest nutsack I've seen on this team.
Bigger than Bryce Harper?
All right, besides Bryce, probably after Bryce, they're like especially in that pitching room, like that pitching staff, like I think he's got a set of balls, man.
Yeah, I like him.
He's got a good last couple starts too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like I would rather him be my number 2.
I don't know if he's a number 2 though. I think he's a really really good number 3.
I agree.
Him or Aaron Nola, who's your 2?
I don't think necessarily.
Overall or this year.
This year, you're going in the playoffs
Yeah.
and you're resetting your pitching rotation.
Can I pick none of
Nola.
the above?
I mean, if you're picking just the 2, it's Nola, unfortunately.
Over their career, yes.
Yeah.
This year, I don't want to pick either because I haven't seen enough. Like Suarez, has looked really good. But like let's talk in a month again. Like
Yeah,
as much as I do like him, let's see him actually like pitch more. But I don't know. I think they're gonna really have to figure out this. It's starting to come around, but I want to see them get even better at that position.
Well, I mean, Wheeler's looked better recently.
Yeah.
Had a no hitter through 7 the other day.
But I still they can look really really good. I still want another guy.
They'll get one, I think. It's a matter of if it's like you said, a painter, if it's a McGarry, if they go out and trade for somebody. But if you go out and trade for somebody, who are you trading for? Another Syndergaard? Like you're not getting a top of the rotation guy. I don't think.
No. But I'm also under that. I'm also like I love the idea of a 6-man. I do. That's just my. Like that's
if
what I would
you have 6 pitchers to do it, sure.
Well, I'm saying like if Painter comes up and he looks even half decent, like I'm still trying to go for a 6th guy. And
Yeah, but at that point, it almost goes the opposite way come playoff time. Like you're down to a 3 or 4 man rotation come playoffs. Like so, who's your 4?
I guess it just depends. Like it depends. Is that guy that they trade for, is he pitching well enough to where you can pitch a 4th guy, 5th guy, whatever it is?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just think the more rest they get going into the playoffs, the better. Like these guys can pitch on 3 days rest, like physically. Like it's so overblown with the fact that like these guys have to sit as long as they do.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying like if you're gonna sit, let's sit the regular season and pitch every 6th day, and then that way when the playoffs come, you're rested enough to say I'm gonna go. On 4 days, 3 days rest.
Yeah, but you don't necessarily get into the best rhythm when you're sitting every 6 days instead of 5.
I mean, Ranger did. Ranger had a ball sack last year. He pitched 2 games in a row. That's I think it's so overblown. Like these guys are so soft mentally, and it's like, how bad do you want to win?
Can we talk about somebody who's not soft? Because he throws the heat. Jose Alvarado.
Yeah.
Yep.
That dude has a .88 whip,
He's been
something like that.
fantastic. He's been great.
and he's like,
He'd be an all-star if he didn't get hurt.
yeah.
Still
I think
might
we
be.
talked about this last
Much.
week. Do the fans vote on relievers?
I don't remember. I don't know.
Anybody look
Couldn't
at
tell
a
you.
ballot yet? I'll look right now.
Yeah, there you go. Kimbrel's been great too.
Yeah.
I really like what I'm seeing from Kimbrel. I'm not really concerned with the bullpen right now.
By the way, when we talked last week about JT being possible like an all-star, I think there's two guys, two clear cuts.
Well, I think
maybe
I looked
even
today.
three.
I think JT's 5th among catchers right now.
Can I guess the other? Oh, I know.
I don't know who the top four
I was
are.
gonna say, I think I know who 3 of the top 4 are, and that's probably Murphy in the NL. Murphy, Will Smith, and Stevenson, maybe.
I'll see if I can find it.
I think those are 3 guys that could make it over JT. Maybe not Stevenson, but those other 2 guys definitely Murphy and Will Smith. They've been having great years.
Nah, I can't find it right now.
Nah, that's fine.
Okay, I do have it. All right. Who was your guess?
Murphy,
He's number 1.
Will Smith.
Number 2.
I was gonna say Stevenson, but I don't know if he's in the top
Nope.
5. He's
not in the
having
top
a
10.
good year too.
Not even in the top 10.
Okay, he is having a good year though. I'm surprised he's lower.
Yep. Any other guess?
It's NL, right? We're just doing NL.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
I don't even know how to pronounce his first name. Elias Diaz for the Rockies.
Okay.
And Francisco Alvarez for the Mets.
Okay.
And then JT's
That's a weird one.
Number 5. But like so far, Sean Murphy has 600,000 votes. Will Smith has 419,000 votes, and then Elias Diaz, number 3, has 168,000 votes. Like the drop off from 1 to 2 and 2 to 3 is gigantic.
Yeah.
And I can confirm that you do not vote for pitchers at all.
Okay, it's probably a managing thing or coaches to vote on it, probably.
Yep.
Or writers. I don't know if they give writers that much power. Who knows? I don't know.
They get to decide Hall of Fame.
True, exactly.
I think it is managers. I think managers vote.
So getting in as a pitcher is you're more deserving, right? Theoretically, because if you get in as a position player, if you get in as a position player, that's the fans just voting.
Right. All of the pitchers and position player reserves are chosen through a combination of player ballot selections and choices made by the commissioner's office. That's the only thing it says.
Okay.
So there you go. I know we mentioned it last week. Who are the All-Stars on this team, you think?
Castellanos,
Harper.
Castellanos. I don't know if Harper's played long enough.
He's 2nd right now in DH voting.
Yeah,
because you have a DH spot. So
yeah, he'll definitely get it.
Yeah, because he's DH. So Casty. yeah. Casty, Harper, and then maybe
Kimbrel
or
Alvarado.
I really think JT will get it. Like I think
who?
Yeah, I think JT will wind up getting.
How many catchers do they have? 2.
2. No, they definitely have more on a bench, right?
I don't know.
I'm not sure how it works.
And then I think so. I think they have more on a bench, but
right now he's 5th, and the top 2 are so far ahead of the 3, 4, and 5. So.
Oh my God.
What happened?
Just the Phillies.
Oh yeah, sounds about right. Oh, wow, barely fair.
Did they bring Bailey Falter back yet?
No, didn't he? He has
Dude,
an A ball.
Get on 3rd from that.
I don't know. Oh Jesus! I don't know.
It's not Corbin Carroll, is it?
I don't know. What was your question, Chris? Did you say something?
I did. Now I forget.
I forget too. I was about to answer it.
Something about the Phillies.
Yeah.
Something about them.
Dom's too busy yelling at me.
Yeah. So, can we talk about the 5th collapse in Philly this this year?
All right, we're going there, huh?
How long are they gonna? Is it gonna take to build that back up?
I think the end of the summer. I think it'll be up by the end of the summer.
Can whoever builds the overpays back up, if they take till the end of the summer, can they please have control of 295 in New Jersey? Because they've been working on 295 for 20 fucking.
Oh, they've been working on 95 since I was like fucking 1978. So like,
Since you were 1978.
yeah. Well, I'm saying like just like for years, man. Like
Yeah, no, I
it's
know.
it's every fucking highway, but like this has to be done by the end of the summer. Like there's no way.
It's such a major road. Like it's
Yeah, it's
all hands on
it's the
deck.
largest,
to fix
it's
that.
the biggest fucking road on the East Coast. Like,
Right. Yeah.
like
I think they said the governor today signed into effect a disaster.
yeah, like all the funds are like going to it now, and like
So you guys probably know more about that area than I do. How easy or how much of a detour is it now going to be to go
a
around?
nightmare. It's
Oh,
a
Is
nightmare.
it?
Yeah,
Really?
because you're gonna have to get off before Aramingo.
Yeah.
And you can't get back on until what, State?
So if
Something.
that's-
No, probably sooner. State roads really good there.
so if
Academy?
that's the route you take to get to work every day, how much earlier should
Probably
you
an
leave?
hour.
An hour.
Well, you got to
30
think about it like this. If you so like if you live up like obviously people who listen or watch don't know where my mom lives, but like Mike, you know where my mom lives. Like if you're up there, like you could either take 76 or 95. It's the same thing. Obviously, there's a toll on 76, like on the like because you get on the turnpike, but like it you're now taking away 95, a 3-4 lane highway, and now you're pushing everybody to 76 where it's a 2-lane highway,
Yeah.
a 3-lane somewhere like some spots where it's already bad enough
Yep.
without 95 being broken. So it's dude, it's gonna be a nightmare for those people.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
It's bananas. It's
I mean,
crazy.
even like you have people from New York. It goes all the way down to Florida. Like you have people from New York and Baltimore and DC and like all these major cities that use 95. Like
Supply chain. Like
yeah, like
Truck.
yeah, the trucks. Yeah, right. So yeah, it's they have to get this done like ASAP. Like there's no like people are joking around like, oh, it's gonna take 10 years. It's gonna take 1 year. Like there's no way this can go anymore. I think in Florida, somebody said I read something today that somebody in Florida lives in the Bay Area, the 805 or the 505, whatever that highway is down there.
No. That was on what's it called?
Was it on the radio?
That was on the
Okay. Yeah. He was saying that what do you call it? What was he saying?
He said it took the same thing happened there, and it took 25
5
days.
Yeah.
They said they got a crew in there, and they got a bonus because they worked so fast.
I saw a funny tweet. Somebody said, "What rebuild is takes quicker, the 95 or the Flyers?"
Well, if Danny Briere is in charge of the 95 build, then
Yeah.
sign me up.
Yeah.
No, but they got to get this done before like the Eagles start. Like,
I
Dude,
know
that'll be
that.
a nightmare.
yeah, it would be a nightmare.
It'll be a nightmare. And can you imagine what it's doing to those streets, too? Like, because
Right.
people take streets, so the amount of potholes, like Philly already deals with that enough. But can you imagine the wear and tear on those roads? They're gonna have to rip.
I can't even imagine what like the train and buses and like how
Yeah.
packed that's gonna be. Like the people that usually drive in, that those people that come in 2 days a week to work in the office, like most of those people drive in now. Like, so yeah, it's craziness, man. I mean, there's the conspiracy, right? Like, are we on board with that? Because like apparently the apparently truck fuel can't burn like steel. So like
No,
what was in the
it can. It just got to get hot enough, and which is why
okay.
it took which is why it took so long for it to collapse.
I
'Cause,
read
like,
today.
the truck was on fire for like 20 minutes before it
Okay.
collapsed.
They finally-
That's the
they finally
temperature
got it.
That's the temperature I think it starts to burn at. The
okay.
longer it burns, the hotter it can get.
See, I don't know. There's just a lot of weird stuff going on.
Yeah.
Smoke in the air from Canada. How'd that get down here?
that weather machine.
It's called the
That
wind.
weather machine.
It's called the wind.
Man, I don't know.
I think that's the reason. I'm not a
This
weather
guy tries to say like soccer and golf are stupid, but now he's a meteorologist all of a sudden.
I mean, listen, it's the only job in the world where you can just guess and get paid for.
Oh,
it,
you
so.
could be Mel Kiper too, but
That's true.
That's true. That's good.
Yeah, and
That's a good point.
Will Levis. Oh,
Yeah.
he's going in the 7th pick. Poor
Yeah.
guy was sitting there that whole night.
yeah, 7th pick in the 2nd round.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently they got the body today. Like,
Yeah, they
finally
did. Yep.
halfway through the afternoon or something.
Yep.
It's a shame.
Yep. So he died. So there's that.
How does a highway just like fall?
Well, there was a video. Did you see the video release of there was a side? I was from a local
I've
business.
seen a lot of
or whatever.
videos.
It
Possibly.
was from a local video of you literally see the truck exploding, basically.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I saw that one.
I guess I could try to find it.
How did it explode, though?
I don't know.
Right, like that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't know.
Somebody check
Sure.
that body if it's real.
somebody what?
Somebody check if that's a real body.
Yeah, right.
Bush probably had something to do with it.
Yep. Bush did 95.
Yep. Dom, I know you're watching the Phillies. Denver just took the lead.
Okay, was it the fourth quarter yet? Last I saw was
There's 50 seconds left in the third.
All right, so hold on. I found it. I'm gonna send it to you guys, and I need to get a reaction live on the pod. Hold on, let me see if I can find this. Hold on, let me send it to you. That's all on Twitter. All right, I just sent it to you on text. No, watch that, and it's a little blurry because it's a little far away, but you just see the thing just getting
so
engulfed in
so now you're a meteorologist and a journalist.
and I don't think I claim to be either, to be honest with you.
How does that happen?
You saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like even if it was just like
It
the
must
truck
have-
was too big. Yeah, but like even if that happens, it just rips off. Like it's not like it blows up, right?
Well, what was it? What kind of truck was it? Was it a?
Looks like a
truck?
I have no clue. I
Like,
don't
was
know
it a
what was in
tank? Did it have gas in the back? Gasoline? Like, was it one of those?
That's what I'm saying. Like how does that happen? Like
Because if it would have hit it, and there was gasoline in the back, and obviously it just needs a little spark to ignite it.
Right. Yeah, I couldn't tell.
But it
you.
looks like a regular, just a trailer.
Yeah, it looked like a trailer. Yeah.
and it looks like it's a lot smaller. Like it looks like it fits perfectly good, like fine underneath the like underpass.
So you're
Yeah,
saying
that's weird.
you're saying there's a chance that George Bush was involved.
Oh, it's an inside job.
You're saying that
It's absolutely an inside job.
the president
Which
of
union really needed to work?
SEPTA,
That's the question.
they got to pay all those undercover SEPTA police now.
I mean, like Doc's going to jail, so like, or is he in jail? I don't even know if he's in jail yet. But,
Carpenter's
Who's going to jail?
Johnny Doherty,
I don't know who's that.
he's like the
head of the
Yo.
electric union.
Bryce Harper really needs to shave that mustache, though. I'll tell you that much.
How do you like Reese with the beard?
Listen, they won 7 of 8, so if the beard works, that's 3 pitch strikeout on Bryce Harper.
Yep. All right, you guys ready to get out of here? Is there anything else we'll talk
Yeah.
about before we leave?
Just how horrible Bryce Harper's mustache is, but
All right, we can end it there. And then that does it for the show this week. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Phired Up Sports. Check us out at phiredupsports.com. We're going to get out of here, and we will see everybody next Monday. See ya.